guys, welcome to Take It to the Stage. I'm Emerald.
And I'm Suff.
And today, we want to introduce Suff to some real art. Am I right? We want to show him the world of theater and all the joy that it can bring.
None of that Da Vinci stuff. We're looking at art, baby.
Right.
Real art. Broadway.
Yes.
Broadway art.
Yeah. Okay. So.
Broadway's in Chicago, right? I know it's in New York.
We got a lot to teach. The first thing I want to ask you.
Yes.
So like, what do you think about musicals and theater? Like, what's your likes and your dislikes?
So my experience with musicals is very limited. But I'd say my biggest gripe so far to me about musicals is, like, characters will be in this situation and it's like a really intense situation and like they start singing. And
Yes.
like, I mean, like, I get that it's part of like the art form, you know, like it's part of like how they're expressing it, like through song rather than like just through like a dramatized event.
Right.
But like, part of like me watching something, whether it's like a film, a play, or whatever, is like feeling like I'm immersed.
For sure.
That's like sort of how, like, at least with what I've experienced, that's how I get into it. Mm-hmm. And so when someone starts singing in the middle of like a murder scene, I'm like, what? That wouldn't happen.
Right.
But I'm seeking knowledge so that I can maybe appreciate it more as an art form.
Yes. Disbelief to like leave the room. You need to like invest yourself in this world that they've created, for sure. So hopefully getting to know the story will help you immerse yourself enough to be like, I hear it in the music, the story's there. Like,
okay,
yeah.
I am big on story. I am a story man.
Oh.
I like stories.
Okay, good. Okay, so, the first musical we're gonna do, are you ready?
I am ready. Wait. Okay, now I'm ready.
Okay. We are doing the most, like, oh my gosh, what's going on musical, okay?
Okay.
Heathers the Musical.
Okay.
Okay, have you heard anything about Heathers?
Very little. I've heard, I know that it's about, like, a high school, right? Or about people in high school.
Right.
And the only other thing I know that it's, like, very highly regarded. I know a lot of people love Heathers.
For sure.
And I think, if I remember right, I have a friend who's seen it, and he talked to me a little bit about it. And I think he told me it's, like, really dark, I think.
Super dark.
Yeah.
Very dark, but also it's like, so you know Shakespeare, Homie G.
When it comes to plays, I do like me some Shakespeare. I like the good old William Shakespeare.
So it definitely has a satirical edge to it.
Okay.
Like, there's really weird, bad, horrible things going on, but we're laughing about them. Right?
Oh!
To some degree. Okay. Because we can handle things if we're laughing about it, right?
Yeah. That's how the world deals with anguish.
Yay.
Comedy!
So, let's get started, yeah?
Let's do it.
Cool. So,
Heathers.
I have gotten all of my synopsis.
Okay.
From, wait for it, themusicallyrics.com.
Whoa,
okay.
You better check that. That's a .com. That may not be reputable. You need like a .edu or a .org.
Okay, I was gonna get a research paper grade synopsis of a musical.
You want like a research level analysis.
Yeah. See, now that could get crazy. With some of these characters, you'll see, like, you could totally go into the psychological background of what's going on up there. So this is written by Ellie Micklemore.
Ellie Micklemore.
Okay, I don't know I'm just unsure about the first name. Completely
so
unsure.
L or Ellie Micklemore. That is interesting. All right.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Shout out to you, Elle.
Shout out, Elle. Get it, girl. You write them words.
Yeah, you write them Heathers. Talk about them Heathers.
Talk about them. Okay. Okay, so this is for all you Heather lovers out there. I'm with you. Heathers is the bomb, and the music is it's very contemporary.
Okay.
It's definitely got like a rock feel to it.
Ooh.
In some aspects, so please listen to the soundtrack. Like, Heathers is bomb. Yeet. Okay, so.
Yeet. Send it.
Act 1. Okay, so, you ready? Here we go. It is the first day of school, 1989. So.
Ooh.
It's back a bit, right?
A bit.
A bit. Okay.
That's like when Jesus was alive, right?
Right. That's when Jesus was born. 1989. That was it. Okay. And 17-year-old Veronica Sawyer is frustrated with the hellish competitive social hierarchy at Westerberg High School, where nerds and underclassmen are pushed around by brutish, idiot jocks like Ram Sweeney and Kurt Kelly. So, main character, Veronica.
Okay.
Veronica Sawyer. Okay.
All right. Veronica.
Ram and Kurt, very important jocks. Very dumb, funny, annoying jocks.
Okay.
Okay. Good names to know. Okay. Veronica, Ram, Kurt. So.
Kurt, Ram, Kurt, Veronica.
After trying to defend her best friend, the cheerful, overweight Martha Dunstock. I
feel you, Martha.
Cruelly renamed Martha Dump Truck.
Oh, that's rude.
By the creative Kurt. So that's
not creative at all.
That jerk jock guy.
Yeah.
He's being a big old jerkwad too.
Could have done better than that.
Okay, but it's Veronica's BFF, right? Best friends since they were little.
Okay.
BFF.
So Veronica and Martha are tight.
Tight.
Okay.
Okay. Veronica longs for the days of elementary school when life was simple and everyone was friends. She wishes desperately to be above the drama, but there's only one elite clique who can do that. The Heathers. The 3 most beautiful, most popular girls in school. Literally name-based, like, right off of, the whole musical is based off of these 3. Like,
right, okay.
Popular people. Super popular. Nobody steps on the Heathers.
Okay.
Okay. They are the weak-willed head cheerleader, Heather McNamara, the bulimic, personality-lacking yearbook committee chair, Heather Duke.
Okay.
And the mythic bitch queen of the school.
Ooh.
Heather Chandler. Heather Chandler, right. So they're all named Heather. Okay. Yeah. But usually they go by Duke, McNamara, and Chandler, right? Chandler's the big boss.
Right.
McNamara's soft-spoken, and Heather Duke wants to be, like, Heather Chandler's, like, second right arm person. If she could, she would be the ultimate Heather, the, like, lead Heather. But Heather Chandler's the lead Heather.
Okay.
So, when Veronica uses her talents as a forger to get the Heathers out of detention, Chandler recognizes her potential and gives her a makeover, elevating her to a member of their inner circle. So Veronica has become a Heather. Right. Her name's not changed, but she's a part of the Heathers. Okay. So, like, all throughout the first song, all the stuff happens in the first song. Right. Okay. And they're like, Heather, Veronica. And it's all hype, right?
So she got them out of detention, and they're like, oh, shit, like, maybe you're kind of cool.
Come be with us. And she was like, oh, shoot. It's
my chance.
Right, yeah. Like, I could not have to deal with all this bullshit because I will be the elite. So, that's how it starts. Ready? Veronica soon realizes that popularity is a double-edged sword when Heather Chandler discovers that Martha has a crush on Ram Sweeney, jock. Right. Since he kissed her in kindergarten. Martha likes Ram. Kurt named Martha Dump Truck.
Right.
Heather likes to fuck with people.
Understandable.
Yeah. Okay. So, she orders Veronica to forge a romantic note of him and give it to Martha. Veronica tries to stop them because they're BFFs, right?
Right.
Veronica tries to stop them but backs down when the Heathers threaten to destroy her social life. With the song Candy Store. Hype song. Super hype. Okay?
Okay.
Their threats are witnessed by a mysterious trench coat wearing Baudelaire quoting new kid Jason Dean. Jason Dean. JD is his name.
Okay.
Whatever. Okay? He is very important. So important.
Okay.
Don't forget JD.
Okay. He's wearing a trench coat, you said?
Yeah, he's kind of spooky. He's like bad boy. I mean,
it's a good thing this is 1989, not
right? Like, yeah,
not 1999.
Yikes! Yikes! Okay, yeah. So
JD's probably a cool cat.
Yeah, you'd think, but you'll find out. So, JD criticizes Veronica for betraying her friend in exchange for popularity because that was rude. Okay. Mm-hmm. Ram and Kurt take the opportunity to pick a fight with him, and he unexpectedly fights back and defeats them. Ooh. So, in the lunchroom, there's this, like, whole, like, fight scene, and it's, like, slow-mo, like, them punching each other, and, like, JD beating the crap out of Ram and Kurt, and Ram and Kurt beating him. It's, like, hype, right?
I knew JD was a badass,
Yeah. And so, watching the fight, Veronica finds herself attracted to the stranger.
Ooh.
And she sings "Fight for Me." She's like, "Oh, this is wrong, but it kind of gets me going, this fight."
Yikes. Oh.
Yeah, in the song, yeah.
Oh man, okay.
Okay.
Them high school hormones hitting.
Yes. Yeah.
Big strong man.
Yeah. So, later at Veronica's house, Chandler, yes, head bitch,
yes,
Heather Chandler,
yep.
ridicules her for being into someone below her social status and subtly insults her parents, who aren't sure they like her daughter's new friends. Okay?
Understandable.
Because the Heathers are jerks.
So this whole time, what's Martha doing? Is she just, like,
She's
sad?
chilling. No, okay, so, remember, Veronica gave Veronica gave Martha that love note, right?
Right.
So she's, like, over the moon.
So she thinks she's like, oh my god, Ram's in love with me.
Right.
Kind of thing, right?
Right.
Okay, so she's like in a manic state.
Yes, she's freaking out.
Gotcha.
In a good way. Good freak. So, Veronica meets JD again in a 7-Eleven on her way to Ram's homecoming party.
Okay.
They hit it off, and he flirtatiously extols the virtues of the Slurpee. Okay. Explaining he uses the brain freeze to numb the pain of his troubled relationship with his father, the absence of his dead mother, and his nomadic lifestyle. Freeze your brain. Bomb song. Man. So basically, his mom died. His dad could give a shiz less about him. Mm-hmm. And he, like, moves from town to town. But the only thing that stays the same are the 7-Elevens.
Gotcha.
So he finds, like, home in these 7-Elevens.
Oh, that's kind of...
Yeah.
Oh, that, like, made me feel something.
Oh my gosh, really? Guys, we're making way here.
JD got some crap going on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Hold your feelings, though.
Okay.
So, Ram and Kurt's macho fathers leave for a fishing trip. Remember that their fathers are very much so, like, dad hardcore macho man. This is 1989. Okay. They leave for a fishing trip. Roughing up their sons on the way out the door in a similar fashion to the way their sons treat the kids at school. They learned it from somewhere. Mm-hmm. With his folks gone, Ram starts the party, which quickly grows out of control as Veronica gets increasingly drunk. Literally during the song, she's like, "Is that weed? I want to hit." Like, the party is bumping.
She's just going crazy.
She's going hard, right?
Okay.
She's let go. She can do what she wants, okay? Martha shows up. Okay. Thinking Ram invited her because of the note, but is cruelly rebuffed. The Heathers try to prank her by dressing up a pig-shaped piñata to resemble her. But Veronica stops them and throws the piñata in the pool. She angrily resigns from the Heathers, but Heather Chandler refuses to allow her to walk away, threatening to ruin her social life. In response, are you ready for this? Mm-hmm. The inebriated Veronica vomits on Heather's shoes.
Oh, shit!
Enraging her, and the frightened students turn their backs on her. Feeling she has nothing to lose now, she breaks into JD's room and seduces him, losing her virginity. So, mid-song, right? Sex scene. On stage.
With Veronica and JD.
Yeah. Because thespians do it on stage, man.
Like, actually?
No!
Oh.
No, it's the same.
Oh, it's like you're telling me some dude whips it out on Broadway?
Oh my gosh, only in your mind, okay? Pretend you did.
Okay. I was like mind blown. I was like, I did not know Broadway got that turn, dude. Okay.
Okay, so after having a nightmare about Chandler tormenting her, Veronica decides to go to her house to apologize for vomiting on her and all the stuff. With JD, he goes with her, tagging along. Heather orders Veronica to make her a hangover cure, and JD, apparently jokingly, suggests putting toxic drain cleaner in it as a revenge. Veronica tells him to stop, but in a distracted moment, grabs the wrong cup. JD notices the mix-up, but says nothing as Chandler humiliates Veronica, rejects her apology, drinks the hangover cure, and dies.
What the fuck?
Right there. He literally kills her, knows she's going to die, like, watches the mix-up, and he's like, freaking Heather Chandler is dead.
JD!
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Yeah. Okay.
What?
Yeah.
He just killed a lady with Drano. Oh my god.
Yeah. Okay. Are you ready? We're gonna keep going. Okay. So, find my place, and dies. Fearing no one will believe it was an accident, Veronica freaks out until JD spots Heather's copy of the Bell Jar. It's a book, I guess. Okay. He convinces Veronica to forge a suicide note. In the process, she makes Heather sound more deep and complex than she actually was, gaining her sympathy from the entire school and inspiring ex-hippie teacher Miss Fleming to start a school-wide campaign to prevent teenage suicide. So it's kind of like a good thing, right? But they forged a suicide note and everyone believed it. So, our death count over here, let's say we have a death count, okay. Is up to 1. Okay.
We need a count?
We need a count.
Oh my god. Okay. Alright.
Okay, so, with Heather Chandler dead, Heather Duke breaks free of her subservient status and assumes control. Remember, we know Heather Duke, she would be top dog if she could. Wants
top spot.
She snatched that up, okay, as soon as she could. So, Veronica and JD watch her give sob story interviews on multiple news channels and in multiple languages at JD's house, where Veronica witnesses firsthand JD's tense relationship with his father. Demolitions expert Big Bud Dean. That's his dad.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Veronica's displeasure at the new status quo is equaled only by that of Chandler herself, who appears as a ghost to berate Veronica from beyond the grave. So Veronica, did this horrible thing, and now she's seeing things. She's seeing Heather, she's crazy. No one else sees Heather, but Veronica does, okay? And Heather's like, why you kill me? What is up? Okay.
It's like in Batman Arkham Knight when he sees the Joker.
Yeah.
You know, he feels guilty and he's like, he haunts him, but he ain't real.
Get haunted.
Yeah, get haunted. Get haunted, Veronica.
Get haunted, girl.
You killed a girl with Drano.
Technically, I guess she handed her the cup.
Yeah.
But JD,
you meant to kill a girl with Drano, and Veronica, you killed a girl with Drano.
Yeah. Okay, so Veronica gets a call from Heather McNamara begging her to come to the cemetery. And when she gets there, she discovers the Heathers have locked themselves in a car, trying to fend off a drunk Kurt and Ram. So Kurt and Ram are hella drunk, okay? And they're trying to get all up with the Heathers, okay?
Oh, man.
It emerges that they escaped date rape by the intoxicated football players who are desperate for sexual relief by telling him that they can have Veronica. So the Heathers are like, oh no, Veronica's here for you. Do it with her. She came.
No.
For you to, yeah. So they called her up just so that they could hide and they would try to rape Veronica instead.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. Okay.
No.
Okay, so the boys aggressively beg her to have sex with them by singing a song about how their balls are blue. The song is
This is where Blue Balls comes from?
Yeah.
The song?
Yeah.
I've heard this song.
So blue. Yeah.
Oh my god. I've heard that before.
Okay.
I think I heard you singing it and I was like, or one of our friends singing it and I was like, what is that?
Yeah, it's bomb, but it's awkward because rape, right? Okay.
Yeah.
So, but she escapes by giving them more alcohol until they pass out. So everybody escapes date rape.
Thank God. I thought she was actually about to get raped, and I was like, no, not Veronica.
Right, so our death count's up to 1, and our escaped rape count is up to 3, right?
We need to count for that, too?
All the Heathers escaped rape. Okay, so we're hitting the big, hard issues here, boys.
Are we still in Act 1?
Yeah. You just wait, honey. Okay, so, she escapes, they pass out. The next day, Veronica discovers that Heather Duke has taken on Heather Chandler's role of leader. as she takes Heather Chandler's red scrunchie, a symbol of her power, from her locker. Whoa. And that Ram and Kurt have told everyone that she had sex with them. And she is branded a slut by the other students. So
Heather Duke is.
No, so the boys, Ram and Kurt, tried to rape Veronica. Veronica got them all drunk up, got the heck out of there, right? Mm-hmm. They told the whole school that Veronica fucked them both.
No.
And so everyone's like, Veronica's a slut. Veronica sucks. Veronica tried to go up against the Heathers and failed. Veronica's hanging out with that weirdo JD. Heck, Veronica. Okay?
No, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
So her social status went from, like, not great to awesome to horrendous. Okay?
Okay.
So, yeah. And so the Heathers, like, the scrunchies, like, it's such, like, a main thing. They're scrunchies that you can literally get, like, stickers from Redbubble. Oh, we're not sponsored by them. From Redbubble. On your water bottle of, like, scrunchies, like, each color.
Oh, and it's, like, from
because they have, like, each color. Like, the red scrunchie's the main Heather. The green scrunchie's Duke, Heather Duke.
So, like,
and
the side.
then the yellow one is McNamara.
Okay.
So, yeah. Now, Duke has the red scrunchie. She's gone from green to red. She's feeling the power. Okay, she's seeing red.
She has the ring. The
right.
one ring.
She has the one ring.
Okay.
So, JD confronts her and enlists Veronica's help in a plan to get revenge on the two jocks. Remember how he got revenge on Heather?
Oh, man.
That didn't go very well. So, let's see what happens. She lures them into the woods with the promise of making their lies about her come true. She promises them sex.
Okay.
Okay, over the phone. And it's bad. Okay, so where JD explains that they will shoot them with special ich-luch bullets. Okay? Which causes temporary unconsciousness, putting him out long enough for the cops to find a forged suicide note proclaiming they're gay lovers. Okay? But something you don't know unless you look it up, which I didn't even know. When I was reading this, I was like, no freaking way. Okay. So he's like, no. Veronica's like, are those real bullets? And he's like, no, they're ich-luch bullets. Ich-luch means I'm lying. In German. So he like was straight up like, these are real bullets. But I said it in a different language,
but he's
so
trying
you
to be
don't
a
know.
smart ass about it.
Right. And so Veronica is like, oh, cool. It'll just knock him out temporarily. It's fine. No big deal. We're not killing anyone. I'm okay.
Oh, okay. Man.
So.
Oh, man.
And also, the suicide note's like proclaiming that they're gay lovers or whatever, right? Okay. But if you remember, their dads are like super macho men, right?
Right.
So, shit's about to get real. Okay?
Okay.
So, once the jocks are in position, JD shoots Ram, but Veronica misses Kurt, who runs into the woods, pursued by JD as Veronica realizes Ram is dead. And the bullets are real. JD shoots Kurt down in cold blood and proclaims his undying love to a horrified Veronica. So, think about this. Picture it. So, JD shoots Ram. He's down. Veronica's like, oh, he's just going to go unconscious. It's fine. Right? And Veronica misses Kurt, so Kurt runs. Right? Runs. For his life because he's being, like, shot at.
Right.
JD's like, I'll get him. Chases after him. Veronica goes to Ram, who's on the ground, like, bleeding out. And she's like, oh my god, he's dead. We're killing people. What? And, oh my gosh, it's the worst. So, in the musical, when I was in it, when we did it, what's his butt? Kurt was climbing up a fence. And JD was right behind him. And Kurt's like, why are you doing this? What? Like, he's, like, pleading for his life. And he shoots him. And he falls off the fence. And it's just, like, a moment of, like, chills. Like, what did we just watch?
Oh, my gosh.
And then JD goes up to Veronica and he's like, our love is God. And all this stuff. And, like, God killed all the people once, and we just have to do that like God did, and God wants us to be like, yeah, no, it's like crazy.
Oh, I spoke way too soon about JD.
End of Act 1.
What?
Yes. Okay.
What a roller coaster ride.
And we're only halfway through, right?
Oh my gosh, okay.
So, our dead count's up to 3.
Okay.
Our escaped rape count is up to 3.
Okay.
All the while, we've got, like, fun, hype, funny songs going on all around the place. Things are funny and we're laughing, and it's really sad because high school sucks and people are dying, but, like, it's fine until right at the end of Act 1, they, like, show you, they're like, no, this is bad, guys. Right. Okay.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
So, Act 2.
Okay.
At Ram and Kurt's joint funeral,
Oh.
their fathers unexpectedly decide to accept their son's homosexuality, even more unexpectedly reveal their own past love affair, and vow to work towards making the world a more tolerant place. And they sing about, I love my dead gay son and stuff.
Okay. I low-key expected that.
Really?
I was like, those men are angry closet gays. They ain't fishing. Nuh-uh. Nope. They ain't fishing.
Okay, good job.
Yeah.
1 point
89, bababy. At 1 point for Suff.
1 point for Suff.
Yeah.
He knows what's going on. Okay. So, yeah, so that's like very side thing. But so seeing this,
I love my dead gay son.
seeing this as a sign, their murders are making the world a better place. JD tries to convince Veronica that they should make Heather Duke their next target.
Oh.
Because he doesn't want people to be happy. He doesn't want to make the world a better place. He wants to show her how horrible the world is. Because he's been through so much, right?
Right.
He wants her to understand where he's coming from.
Mm-hmm.
So Veronica refuses, provoking a furious rant about the way society creates pain and misery. Sensing the deeper pain driving his fury, Veronica asks JD how his mother died, and learns that he watched her commit suicide by walking into a building his father was demolishing just before it was blown up. Attempting to get through to him, Veronica begs him to give up trying to change the world through violence and live a normal life with her. So, you get to see JD's anger more than we have before, right? There's definitely, like, this, like, undertone of an abusive relationship going on between him and Veronica. I mean, he's killing people, but, like, also, right? The person that he's supposed to love or says he does, right? He's, like, screaming at her, yelling at her. It's a whole thing.
Right. So there's, like, even some insight there into, like, why his dad's such an asshole.
Yeah.
Because his dad's probably living with the thought that he killed his wife.
Yes. And I am not positive, but I think that at some point in the musical, and, like, you guys, let me know if I'm wrong. Please let me know. Like, no hard feelings. Like, I want to know what's what. But I think that at some point, JD's like, you watched her walk into that building. And he's like blames no. Him. Yeah. So there's bad blood going on over there.
Right.
So, back to Martha. Martha's here. Martha's sad, though, because the Ram love thing was a lie,
and
right?
now he's dead.
And now he's dead. Whoa. Okay. So, Martha asks Veronica for help breaking into JD's locker because Martha ain't no dummy. She knows something's going on, and she thinks it's JD, right?
Okay.
He's creepy from the beginning, still creepy. Martha ain't putting up with this stuff anymore. She took her man, right? He took her man. So, as she suspects, he murdered the football players, insisting Ram couldn't be gay because of the love note he wrote her. So she's like, he's not gay because, remember, he wrote me that love note. And so there's no, like, they have to be murdered.
And she found this out from his locker?
No. So you remember, like, way at the beginning when Veronica forged that note?
Yes.
And gave it, that's the love note.
Right. But how'd she find out that JD's the one killing the football players?
She just suspects it and she wants into his locker.
Oh, okay.
See, she's like, there's no way Ram was gay, and their suicide note said he was gay, so I think they were murdered.
Oh, okay.
Like, she's putting pieces together quick, too. Wasting no time.
Martha Dump Truck.
Martha Dump Truck.
Detective Dump Truck on the case.
No. Yeah. Okay.
I'm sorry, Martha.
Sorry, Martha. Love you, Martha. Okay, so, knowing that if Martha found anything incriminating, she would become JD's next target, and also fearing that her own role in the killings might be discovered, Veronica listens to the ghostly Heather Chandler because she's still being haunted by this ghost.
Oh, man.
All throughout this play, okay? She listens to Heather Chandler's advice and drives Martha away by confessing that she wrote the note and that Ram thought that she was a loser. Martha runs off in tears.
Oh.
So Martha's heartbroken, like, times 7.
Yeah,
her best
but she
friend,
did it to save her friend.
Right.
Oh,
and
man.
herself.
Yeah, it's a little double-edged, but...
Definitely.
At least she's, like, trying to save Martha's life.
Right. So... Oh, wow. Gosh. Ew. Are you ready? Okay, so... The school guidance counselor, Pauline Fleming, she's super hippie chick.
She's the one who did the whole thing after
suicide
Chandler
prevention.
Died?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
She holds a televised therapy assembly in order to aid the student body and prevent any more suicides from happening, and coincidentally to promote Fleming's controversial therapeutic techniques on live television. It's mostly for her. So Heather McNamara is the only one to step forward and confess that she's thought about killing herself due to the overwhelming peer pressure she faces every day. And she sings this awesome song called Lifeboat. And she's like, I want to die. But I haven't tried yet. And then Heather Duke, trying to be top dog still, right? She wants to be the new Heather Chandler. Turns on Heather McNamara when she steps out and is like, I feel suicidal. And then Duke steps out, turns on her, whipping the other students into a frenzy and mocking her. Yeah, first being like, I want to kill myself. Are you kidding me? Yeah, big time. Yup.
No way.
Yes. So then Veronica lashes out at Miss Fleming for taking advantage of the publicity and not protecting McNamara. And in her rage, she confesses to the murders. Veronica confesses to the murders.
Oh.
But no one believes her, so it's fine.
What?
Thinking she is just desperate for attention.
Oh my god.
She follows McNamara to the school bathroom where she catches her attempting to overdose on a bottle of sleeping pills.
Oh man. Imagine getting the whole school to make fun of someone because they are so depressed that they want to exit this life. Wow.
Yup.
Oh, man.
Welcome to theater, Suff. Okay.
There ain't no Shakespeare like this, at least not that I've read.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We breaking out walls.
1989, baby.
Okay.
Can't get that in Shakespeare.
So, Veronica stops her in time and comforts her. So, McNamara does not join the death count. 1 win for Veronica.
Yay, go Veronica.
But also, Veronica stopped killing people. JD tries to talk her into killing Duke again, and Veronica realizes he is carrying around a loaded gun.
At school?
Yeah. So JD's ready. Shoot him.
Oh,
like right now,
my.
if he wanted to. Okay? Realizing how unstable he is, Veronica breaks up with him right there. Strong moment for Veronica.
Ooh, that sounds like a bad idea right now. He carrying a gun.
Everything's a bad idea right now. They argue. He accidentally points the gun at her. She storms out, leaving him alone as the other students, including Heather McNamara, come out, revealing that there's going to be a pep rally later that night. Okay? So, we're coming to a close. We're getting there. Okay, ready?
Okay.
So, JD confronts Duke with evidence that she and Martha were friends when they were children. Martha Dump Truck and hot person, lady, cheerleader, dude chick. Best friends with Martha at one point when they were little, okay?
Okay.
And blackmails her into getting all the kids at school to sign a petition declaring a holiday in remembrance of the victims of suicide. Which looks good for Duke, right? But since it's JD who wants her to sign that petition, do we think that that's actually what it is?
No.
Me neither. So, Martha, unnoticed by everyone, and mourning her beloved Ram, tries to commit suicide by jumping off a bridge.
Oh my god!
Okay, I'm gonna put like a half notch in the death count, like a half.
Yeah,
half tally.
'cause she's jacked up. How high was the bridge?
High enough to try to kill yourself.
That's fair. I guess you wouldn't jump off a little tight bridge.
Baby bridge, right. Okay.
Go for a little dip.
Just a quick dip. Oh my gosh. Okay. So, she sings the song Kindergarten Boyfriend, and everyone, like, feels for Veronica, and we're like, feels for Martha, and we're like, oh, Martha, no, and then she jumps right at the end of the song. She survives with a few broken bones, and her suicide is derided as a failed attempt to imitate the popular kids.
Oh my god. Oh, this hurts me.
I know.
Again, imagine wanting to kill yourself. So you're like a popular kid. Who does that? What?
Yes.
What?
Okay.
You are shaking me right now, dude.
You have been shaken. So, Veronica rushes to the hospital, right?
Okay.
And as the ghosts of Kurt, Ram, and Heather Chandler, who are haunting her, taunt her with the realization that she has become as awful as Chandler. And so all these ghosts are like around her, and they're like, you're the reason all these people are dying. You're the reason why Martha tried to kill herself. You're just as bad as Heather Chandler, the person you never wanted to be like, right? So when she returns home, her parents confront her, telling her JD has told them that she's suicidal. And she realizes JD plans to make her his next victim.
Oh, no.
He breaks into her room, wielding a gun, as she barricades herself in the closet. Increasingly unhinged, he tells her he's changed his mind about killing her, believing that the solution to their problem is to kill the student body that's brainwashed her.
Oh my gosh.
He reveals that the petition, signed by every single student at Westerberg High, was actually a disguised suicide note. And he plans to blow up the school while everyone's at the pep rally, making it look like a mass suicide. Growing impatient, he breaks open the door and finds Veronica dangling from a noose. Grief-stricken, he rushes out to complete his plan in her memory. What's our death count up to? I'm going to erase Martha's half tally because she's fine. She just broke it. Okay? Okay, for y'all listening in, Suff is right now, he's just staring at me. Mouth agape. Eyes open to wide. Shocketh to his core.
God.
So he's screaming. He's like yelling, and he's like singing, and then he's like, bam, bam, bam. And it's like really like, the music, it even feels uncontrolled and like creepy and confusing, right? And then he finds her all noosed up in her closet.
Did she have that ready? Was she already suicidal too?
You just wait. Veronica, however, has faked her suicide.
Whoa! Veronica!
Yeah, Veronica!
Oh man, she ready to stop that boy.
Yes, she is. Okay, and grabs a croquet mallet to put an end to JD's madness, even if she has to die in the process. So, the first time she sang Dead Girl Walking, she was singing about how her, like, social life was over because Heather Chandler was going to ruin it because she vomited on Heather Chandler and was like, you can't hurt Martha. Okay. She went and had sex with JD. So, the second time she sings Dead Girl Walking, or reprise, however you guys like to say it, she's literally walking into, like, this war zone. Possibly gonna die, because she's gonna stop JD.
Oh, I see.
Right. Dead Girl Walking, 2 different meanings. Social life, real life. Mm-hmm. So.
It's like, I'm getting a theme that, like, as this story progresses, like, Veronica is, like, along the way learning what's important.
Definitely.
Right?
Definitely.
It's like personal growth for her.
Definitely. So, she confronts him as he's setting up the bomb in the boiler room underneath the gym. She begs him one final time to stop, but he refuses to listen, and she attacks him.
With the croquet mallet?
Oh, sure she do.
Oh.
Oh, she do. In their struggle, his gun goes off, and JD collapses with a bullet in his gut.
Oh!
Having no idea how to disarm the bomb, Veronica takes it out to the empty football field, intending to save the other students by sacrificing herself. JD, still alive, follows her and convinces her to let him take the bomb instead. He sings about how he knows he's damaged, and he knows that everything he's done is, like, bad, and he just wants to do this one thing to avenge himself for everything. Asking her to do something good with her life, right? The bomb goes off, killing JD. Add that to the death count, we got 4.
Okay.
And leaving everyone else unharmed. Returning to the school, singed from the bomb, but alive, Veronica takes the red scrunchie from Heather Duke, tying it in her own hair, and declares to the student body that the era of constant ridicule and belittlement is over. Veronica invites Martha and Heather McNamara to hang out, rent a movie, and simply be kids for a little while before their childhoods are over. And that's the end of Heathers the Musical. Literally, because JD blew
No, it's not a mint. It's not a mint. But I mean, you're right, though. That is not anything like I expected it to be. Like, I mean, like I said, I had been told that it was dark. But, like, damn.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that was like Mean Girls on methamphetamine laced in Adderall.
Yeah.
Being smoked out of a raccoon's butt, dude.
I mean,
like, that was something crazy.
It was technically still the 80s at that point, so.
When was this written?
That's a really good question. I'm not sure.
You the expert here.
I know. Okay, but there's a movie. So there's a movie, Heathers.
Okay.
And I'm pretty positive that came out before the musical.
Oh, okay.
And the movie's, no offense to anyone who loves it or anything, but like the movie's so subpar in comparison to the musical.
That's what my friend told me. He said the musical's way better than the movie.
So much better. There's so much more detail. You actually get to know the characters and like what's going on in their minds. Mm-hmm. And the music, the songs help with that. Just hearing the different tones they use, and whatever like key they use and all the melodical things. And then when they take songs, like Shine a Light and stuff, and they make them dark when someone's trying to kill themselves, it's just insane how they like take things and flip them, and they kind of like give you an idea of what's coming. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Just with the music, let alone like the story itself and these characters. We got some facts here. Okay.
Breaking news. This just in.
So, Heathers the Musical came out first in 2010.
Okay.
And 1988 is when the movie happened.
Oh wow, that's like progressive.
Quite.
Given the theme, I definitely I assumed that was like a late 2000s like creation.
Yeah.
Wow.
Super progressive. Because that's the thing that I love about theater. Like, with theater, we're talking about all these rough issues like horrible abusive relationships, suicide, social climates in high school. It's just overarching over all this homosexuality and people's fears of that and stuff. Like, we're talking about all these heavy things, and America's not ready for it at that time, right? It's 1988.
So you have to like disguise it.
Right.
Kinda.
And because of that, it prepares us a little bit to have that realization moment and be like, whoa, we're doing something wrong here.
Right.
You know?
So, the Ellie or Elle, what's her last McKinnica? I don't remember her last name.
Oh, she just wrote the synopsis.
So, that's not who wrote the play?
No, you want to know who wrote the play?
Oh, yeah, who wrote the play?
With music, lyrics, based on the book by Lawrence O'Keefe and Kevin Murphy.
So it was a book that they made into a movie that they then made to a musical.
And the musical is bomb. I bet the book's bomb.
Now we just need a video game.
Now we just need a video game, the Heathers. What would you even do in that video game?
Play as JD?
No!
Really? No! You ever played a modern video game? All you do is kill people.
Oh my gosh, but Veronica!
Unless they made it like one of those like newer like the story based like choice games. Like
open world.
Have you ever played oh shoot, what's that game called? Beyond Two Souls?
No.
No, it's like this story based game about it's like all story. It's like you're watching a movie, right?
Yeah.
But all you do at certain points is like press a certain button to make a choice kind of thing.
Right.
I feel like it'd be like that kind of game.
Definitely. Yeah, I know. So yeah, that's Heathers.
That's wild.
Yes. Okay.
Holy cow.
So, continuing on our journey through theater, I just want you to keep in mind, like, what Heathers has, all of that stuff that they're digging up and trying to show in this lighthearted, to some degree, manner at times.
Okay.
Like, that's what all theater has to offer, is this deep undertone. And so let's see if we can find them, like all of them in all the musicals and plays we talk about. Yeah? Okay. Cool.
That sounds fun.
Okay, thanks you guys for joining in with us and listening. If this was one of your favorite musicals, I'm there with you. Thank you for tuning in. I'm not sure what we're gonna do next, but if you guys have any ideas, like, let us know, like, comment. You can email us. We'll have some emails up on the site in the little bio and info. But yeah, thanks for listening.
Yeah, I think this was fun. I gotta go watch Heathers now.
Yeah, like, for real.
That was crazy.
Yeah, so guys, be sure to follow us on whatever type of streaming service you are listening to, and come check us out on Instagram at Take It to the Stage. But yeah, thanks guys for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.